नमस्ते बिटिया, हमेशा खुश रहो बिटिया. Myself Dr. Aarti. Today we are talking about the thyroid and its functional disorders. Thyroid gland. First we will start with the normal structure of the thyroid gland. The thyroid gland is an adult weigh 50 to 40 gram and is composed of two lateral lobes connected in the midline by the broad isthmus which have a pyramidal lobe extending upward. In microscopic examination, the thyroid is composed of lobules of colloid-filled spherical follicles or acini. The lobules are enclosed by fibrovascular septa. The follicles are the main functional unit of the thyroid. They are lined by cuboidal epithelium with numerous fine microvilli extending into the follicular colloid that contains the glycoprotein thyroglobulin. Calcitonin secreting C cells or parafollicular cells are dispersed within the follicle. The function of the thyroid gland is the major function is to maintain a high rate of metabolism, which is done by means of iodine containing thyroid hormone, thyroxine, T4, and triiodothyronine, that is 3. The synthesis and release of these two main circulating thyroid hormone are regulated by hypophyseal thyroid stimulating hormone TSH and involve the following step. Iodine trapping by a thyroidal cell involves absorption of iodine from the blood and concentrating it more than 20-fold. Oxidation of the iodide takes place within the cells by the thyroid peroxidase. Iodination occurs next at the microvilli level between the oxidized iodine and tyrosine residues of thyroglobulin so as to form monoiodothyronine, tyrosine, and diiodotyrosine. Coupling of monoiodotyrosine and diiodotyrosine is the presence of thyroid peroxidase form triiodothyronine, that is T3 and T4 thyroxine. A number of thyroid function tests are currently available. These include the following: determination of the serum levels of T3, T4 by radioimmunoassay, TSH and TRH determination, determination of calcitonin secreted by parafollicular C cells, estimation of thyroglobulin secreted by thyroid follicular cells, assessment of thyroid activity by its ability to uptake radioactive iodine, and assessment whether thyroid lesion is a non-functioning cold nodule or hyperactive mass, that is hot nodule. Now we will talk about the disorders. They are the hyperthyroidism first, which is also called the thyrotoxicosis. The hyperthyroidism, also called thyrotoxicosis, is a hypermetabolic clinical and biochemical state caused by excess production of thyroid hormone. The condition is more frequent in female and is associated with rise in both T3 and T4 level in blood, though the increase in T3 is generally greater than that of T4. The etiopathogenesis, the hyperthyroidism may be caused by many diseases, but three most common causes are Graves' disease, that is diffuse toxic goiter, toxic multinodular goiter, and toxic adenoma. Clinical features include patient with hyperthyroidism have a slow and insidious onset, varying in severity from case to case. The usual symptoms are emotional instability, nervousness, palpitation, fatigue, weight loss in spite of good appetite, heat intolerance, perspiration, menstrual disturbances, and fine tremors of the outstretched hands. Cardiac manifestation in the form of tachycardia, palpitation, and cardiomegaly are invariably present in hyperthyroidism. The skin of these patients is warm, moist, and flushed. Now, hypothyroidism. In hypothyroidism, it is a hypometabolic clinical state resulting from inadequate production of thyroid hormone for prolonged period, or rarely from resistance of the peripheral tissue to the effect of thyroid hormone. The clinical manifestation of hypothyroidism, depending upon the age of onset of disorder, are divided into the two forms. First is the cretinism or congenital hypothyroidism is a development of severe hypothyroidism during infancy and childhood. Second is the myxedema in the adulthood hypothyroidism. Cretinism. A cretin is a child with severe hypothyroidism present at birth and developing within first 2 years of postnatal life. This is a period when brain development is taking place. In the absence of treatment, the child is both physically and mentally retarded. The etiopathogenesis is developmental anomalies, that is thyroid agenesis and ectopic thyroid. Second is genetic defect in thyroid hormone synthesis, that is defect in iodine trapping, oxidation, iodination, coupling, and thyroglobulin synthesis. Third is the fetal exposure to iodides and antithyroid drugs. Fourth is the endemic cretinism in regions with endemic goiter due to dietary lack of iodine. Now, what are the clinical features? The clinical features or manifestation usually become evident within a few weeks to month or two of birth. The presenting features of creatine are slow to thrive, poor feeding, constipation, dry scaly skin, hoarse cry, and bradycardia. As the child ages, the clinical picture of fully developed cretinism emerges, characterized by impaired skeletal growth and consequent dwarfism. The characteristics laboratory findings include a rise in TSH level and fall in T3 and T4 levels. The myxedema. This is another condition. The adult onset severe hypothyroidism causes myxedema. The term myxedema cannot non-pitting edema due to accumulation of hydrophilic mucopolysaccharide in the ground substance of debris and other tissue. The etiopathogenesis are ablation of the thyroid by surgery or radiation, autoimmune thyroiditis, which is termed as primary idiopathic myxedema, endemic and sporadic goiter, hypothalamic pituitary lesion, thyroid cancer, prolonged administration of antithyroid drug, and mild developmental anomalies and dysharmonogenesis. Now, the clinical features include the onset of myxedema is slow and fully developed clinical syndrome may appear after several years of hypothyroidism. The striking features are cold intolerance, mental and physical lethargy, constipation, slowing of speech, intellectual function, puffiness of face, loss of hair, altered texture of the skin. The laboratory diagnosis in myxedema is made by two serum T3 and T4 level and markedly elevated TSH level. This is my reference. I hope you enjoyed this session. You understand. Please try to listen carefully, understand your topic, and read it by your textbook also. If you have any query, mention it in comment box. Thank you.